Hi, my name's Alice. I'm a tight lacer. I've been lacing with corsets now for 4 years. I started off in late 2010 with a gallery serpentine piece that was given to me. I probably lace for about 3 to 8 hours every day. More so shorter times just because of uni. I have to spend a lot of time sitting down in lectures in one position. So obviously tight lacing and sitting down for long periods of time can be quite uncomfortable, especially as I tend to change my corsets a lot. I swap between lots of different sizes and shapes, so my body is kind of always on the move, for lack of a better term. Today I wanted to talk about my WKD Baby Cincher. So this one. This is probably my most versatile one, mostly because I can just pop it in my handbag. I can kind of carry it around anywhere. Any back pains that I get, whip it on. And yeah, I've worn this for 7 hours today already. I just took it off because I'm just enjoying a lie on the couch and a bit of tea. So yeah, now I'm going to show you guys how I lace myself up and talk about how it sits on my body. So that's me without the corset. So I'm asymmetrical. As you can see, as soon as I relax back down, there's a lot of sway in my body. So that's from the back and from the side. And that also presents problems here because this side is further protruding than this side, which you can see there. But I found that corsets have helped immensely with the back pain, also keeping me in a semi-straight position. Obviously with your corsets, always loosening it up properly, making sure that all the laces are pulled out so that you're not putting unnecessary strain on the front of the busk. I find that having a layer underneath helps, especially when lacing, because you can feel the skin being pulled around to the back as you pull the laces tight. So having this material allows the pull to be lessened because obviously the material just slides around itself. So, okay. So with me, my upper ribs tend to stick out a bit, so they stick out quite a bit up here, and then as you can see they fold under. So this corset tends to sit beneath the box at the front of my ribs and push in at the sides. And I find that as you can see, there's the base of my hip bone, there's the iliac crest. So for me it's more lacing quite tightly on the inside and not really putting too much pressure here or here. So firstly I always just pull out the laces just a little bit, give it a bit of a wiggle, try and get it into the same spot as I usually always have. Not all corsets have a modesty panel, but some do. I find it extremely irritating and don't like it because I obviously wear material underneath anyway, so I find it a hassle, but straighten it out. When tightening personally, I tighten in stages. So first I will tighten the top a little, so just to make sure that that's sitting at the right spot here, which it's not. So I'm going to wiggle this down and then proceeding to tighten in the bottom. So when it comes to tightening corsets, you want to work on it like a pair of shoes. So you tighten, I'm going to find my laces, tighten right down the bottom to start off with, and then work your way up to the top, pulling as you go. And then obviously if you tighten too much down the bottom, you're going to force your corset up, and likewise if you tighten too much at the top in one go, you're going to force your corset down, and then obviously it's not going to be super comfortable because you'll be the wrong ones. Yeah, you'll be having to try and accommodate by either over tightening around the ribs or trying to lace around the pelvis. So again, just swapping the laces over, making sure you tighten both. What you're trying to aim for is straight on both. So looking in the mirror, I'm getting there. Okay, so at this point, this is no good because obviously I'm putting too much strain on the top of the corset and it's a lot more tighter down the bottom. The other problem is if you leave it like this, you'll find that there'll be a lot more pressure on your lower back as the rest of your body and your corset directs that pressure down into the tightest spot. So, again, this one is measured at 18 inch, which has been my smallest size when, that was last year that I was able to close this. Since then I have slacked off and yeah, let myself get to a bit of a bigger size. But, as you can see, it's still, as you can see, it still has a pretty good effect. So I can do that up tighter, but on doing so, at the moment, I get a lot of pinching on this side, because that's, as you can see, the small side there, whereas this side's lifting up. So my body wants to fold in there, and so the pressure that I get here causes, yeah, problems. So again, I take a bit longer to season my corsets to begin to get them to adjust, obviously, to the shape of my body, just because of the way that my body sits. But as you can see, I'm a lot more straighter. I'm still twisted, but I'm not at too much of an angle. I mean, my hips look fairly straight. It's more just now up in here, which if I wear an overbust, that obviously helps support and bring that side up. Obviously causing problems on this side because it's not used to being out here. So hence why I don't wear mine for as long or as tight as I should at the moment, because I've been transitioning heaps. So anyway, that's front, side, and back. So, thank you for listening, thank you for watching.